Happy Friday. Kettlebell Sport guys here. Denis, good to see you guys. So today we actually will do something different, something else than Kettlebell Sport. We'll do a speed endurance circuit training with kettlebell. And it's not only great all body workout, but it's also very beneficial for kettlebell sport, also for any sports that requires speed endurance. Basically, your ability to maintain a certain speed for certain amount of time. Well, especially with some decent weight. That's one of my favorite circuits. It's very simple. All what you need is just one kettlebell, 4 exercises, and there's a certain number of repetitions you should do per exercise. Well, it's a number of rounds. So first exercise, jump squats. Second exercise is push-ups. Third exercise, American swings, and fourth exercise is deadlift. So we should do 30 reps for each exercise, and we go up to 3 rounds, and we should manage this all in under 12 minutes, ideally. And I came up with this particular exercises in this particular order and value for several reasons. So let me explain. So first exercise, jump squats. So what good about jump squats is it really tunes up your quads. So it really motivates you to be explosive and always deliver the needed amount of power, from your legs. And for kettlebell sport, we need it in the bump phase when we're bumping the belts to over the head. And the good thing about the jump squats, you cannot cheat them. It's like when it's squats, you can go a bit slower, a bit shallower. But in jump squats, you either jump or not. So it doesn't matter how tired are you. You always need to give a certain amount of power to take off from the ground, and that's the great thing about it. Well, that's what makes this exercise painful. But you build up your tolerance to it through the time, and you get definitely better at it. And once you're good in jump squats, you can do pretty amazing things. And you actually not only be good in kettlebell sport, but things like cycling, hiking, running. Like your quads will be able to explode, for a long amount of time with a great effectivity. Just real quick, let's check. All right. Live. Well, first I'll also demonstrate the technique, and then I will do the thing. So when it comes to jump squats, it's also technique might vary, depends on your goals. And the way I do jump squats is my priority here is not to jump as tall as I can, but to complete the knee lockout. Because again, me being a kettlebell sport athlete, a quality bump means that the full leg extension with a complete knee lockout. It's not good when it's shallow. So I need to make sure that I fully contract the quad and lock the knee. So that's why when I do a jump squats, I make sure I fully extend my knee, but even if I, a couple inches from the ground, that's enough. As long as I took off, that's it. And actually, that's what makes it pretty smooth and pretty much, taking off and landing on my heels, feet pretty flat. You see, it's pretty silent. So this way, is actually there's no negative impact on your frame, on your skeleton, on your backbone, on your knees, on your ankles, because it's a low altitude. Well, then my ankles, they are loose, So I took off from the heel, but because ankles are relaxed, so kind of toe, stay behind, and that's why it's kind of when I'm landing, it's naturally, first the toe landing on the ground, and then the heel. So it's really make it really smooth landing. Very comfortable, very safe, but total tune-up for quads. So that will be a jump squats, and you can totally satisfy your needs even with just heads over the head. But in this circuit training, we'll use kettlebell. And I would recommend for guys go with 16 kilogram, and for girls with 8. And when you do jump squats with kettlebell, so what you do is you swing it on your back, on your shoulder here, and then you roll it in the middle, index fingers resting on the sides of a handle. So this way kettlebell will not bounce. And when you're done, you either pull it or bump it on your shoulder, adjust the grip, swing it, drop it. So that's the jump squats. Next exercise, push-ups. Everyone knows push-ups, but it can be so many variations of push-ups. Also depends on your goals, why you're doing these push-ups, and if you want to build up your pectorals, so you'll go wide stance, maybe even like a decline, with the toes elevated, make it harder. But the way I'm doing the push-ups is a shoulder wide stance, elbows next to the torso, and as in jump squat, I was really concerned about my knee lockout. So in push-ups, I want my elbow lockout, because in kettlebell sport, here for toe fixation, we want to demonstrate a complete arms extension and solid elbow lockout. And as any sport, we kind of building our way to excellence, and excellence means just a right amount of everything. And so when we're talking about the elbow lockout, it's not good when it's not here, but it's also not good when you're locking it too hard, when you completely, overkilling this elbow lockout. So you might start, notice a discomfort in your joint if you push it too hard. So you need to understand how much effort you need to and speed you need to apply in order to lock the elbow solid enough, but not too hard. And I think the push-ups, that's what really helps you to figure it out, because it's a more simple movement. It's a fewer joints, and you can understand, how hard you need to contract the muscles in order to get into this lockout position without, hurting your elbow. And also speaking of the way we're cycling through the push-ups is we're going from the top to the top, right? So let me explain. Like, for example, like a pump push-ups will be from the bottom to the bottom. So we can stay here, and everything goes from the bottom. Push-ups I'm doing now for kettlebell sport, we're going from the top. So that's our start position, where elbows locked, shoulders settle. So I started from the top, I finished at the top. I do not slow down, I don't stop, I don't rest at the bottom. And actually, that's only the way, effective, successful way for you to go for your high reps. Like if you want to hit some PR in non-stop push-ups, this technique will give you the most reps when the arms are parallel and elbows locked, because it gives you a reset at the top. It doesn't matter how strong your pectorals. If you'll go wide, you'll always lose to narrow stance. Can bet on it, easy. If someone is not sure, we can test it out. But that's proved many times. So that's the most effective way to go for high reps. That's the reason also, we're using the such parallel arms position and elbow lockout for top fixation with kettlebells. So done with push-ups. Next, American swings. So also can be many variations of swings, and it's regarding its amplitude. It can be short ones, 3/4, half, of the amplitude. But here we want to go all the way to the top. We also demonstrate the top fixation and balance of a kettlebell over the head. It might feel a bit of a challenge. But that's also what we can call a survival way to do swings, because this way you can also go for a really high number of reps when you're adding the static phase at the top. Where there's no static phase, when your swings go till here, like a 3/4, when there's no toe fixation, you're just running out of juice. You're burning your energy, and you have a very limited number of repetitions you can perform. And again, depends on the goals, and if your goal is to pump and activate your glutes and quads, you maybe go with a heavier kettlebell and you'll do 10-15 sharp reps and you're done. But if you want to keep cruising, practice your speed endurance, strength endurance, so you want to go all the way to the top. And you develop your muscles this particular way. The way how your back muscles work and legs muscle work, so they will not burn out quickly, so they can go and go and go and go. And that's very useful for kettlebell sport. Again, in sports that requires more kind of a monotonous and long run work, such cycling, rowing, hiking, cycling sports. Speaking of legs work, and if some of the guys, following kettlebell sport technique, you probably notice that in kettlebell sport, when we do swing, we're straightening legs on the end of the swing, and we don't need to follow this topic here in American swings, because it's we're holding one kettlebell in two arms, in two hands, and amplitude is pretty tall, so it's not exactly natural to straighten legs at the end of the backswing. It's pretty hard to fit arms, in between. So that's why it's okay to kind of keep legs engaged. Okay, and last exercise, deadlift. Deadlift is the easiest exercise of the circuit training, because we use only one weight of kettlebell, and 16 kilogram, obviously super light for deadlift, but that's okay, because we're doing rounds, and you really will appreciate this easy deadlift is the last exercise of the first round, when the second round to go. But anyways, doing 30 reps, and it's allowed, but not recommended to rest at the bottom or rest kettlebell on the floor. So if you want to catch your breath, you better hold it here at the top. And when you go down, we'll try to stop, maybe inch above the ground. Okay, so that's the 4 exercises. The kind of experience you'll be going through, doing the circuit training will be very similar to, what you experience during the 10 minutes set with kettlebells, type of fatigue, lungs burn. And I feel it's just a great opportunity to get better at it, because it's a different kind of challenge from kettlebell sport. At least you're switching exercises, and at least there is some sort of like a break between one exercise to the next. So I feel like it's kind of like easier version of kettlebell sport performance, but it still gives you a very good understanding what you need to work on. And when you go through these 4 exercises, you ideally should be able to handle all of them kind of, evenly good. And if some of these 4 exercises fall really behind that, you, let's say, have no problems doing 30 jump squats, but then you totally, in trouble doing push-ups, well, that will be an obvious sign that, your physical abilities are quite imbalanced, and that's something you need to catch up with. So that's another great thing about the circuit training. That it's like if you do it once in a while, it just gives you understanding where you stand in terms of physical development of all of the muscle groups in your body, and also your endurance and coordination. So it's really, really a brilliant workout, I think. So let's do it. Are you ready to join me? Let's do it. So jump squats, push-ups, American swings, deadlift. 30 reps. Each exercise, 3 rounds. And when you go for it, like in kettlebell sport, if you've never done it before, so first round, you kind of go easy just in case. And once you made it, then second round, you maybe do at least, as fast or maybe a little bit better. And then last one should be the best. That will be the best competing strategy. And so like in kettlebell sport is a 10-minute long performance. And this workout, ideally, it's like a 12 minutes. I feel like it's a fair time for it. If you can handle it in 10, that's excellent. That means that you can upgrade and go to the next weight of kettlebell. So kind of start point is 16 kilogram for man, but it can go up to 24 kilograms. So if you're good with 16, well, depends how quick you handle it. You can next go either to 20 kilogram or 18. So I'll start my own timer. I will show you the time later. Okay. So it was a long story, a long explanation, but the whole workout, ideally, if we'll handle it well, will be only 12 minutes long. And believe me, that will be enough for today. So just real quick double check if you guys following me. All right. Okay, and we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Second round. Ooh. Whew. 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 All right, guys. Last round. Whew. 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 Done. 11:26. And you can ask the questions like, which exercise was the hardest? Try to understand why. And if the hardest exercise is really bad, you have really big troubles with it, well, prioritize on it during the week workouts, and then try to also analyze and understand which round was the best time-wise, which one was the slowest. And as I said, you also need to practice the pace strategy and make sure that you're not losing the pace through the workout progressing. That means that you really understand your energy resources. Well, I suggest to do this workout, well, once a month at least. If you like it, then you can do it as your routine GPP, general physical preparation, and you can program it the way that let's say first workout can be only 1 round, and second workout 2 rounds, and third workout 3 rounds. And if you're able to make it under 12 minutes, then next week you can upgrade 2 kilograms, and same story, 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Whew. Okay, let's do easy stretching and hold on. Look up. Wide stance. 3, 4, twice each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to push toes. Right, middle, left, up. Right, middle, left, up. Right, middle, up, and left, middle, right, up, lunge. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend. All the best.